back. It is 6:25 here on your Friday morning. Of course, Valentine's Day is coming up Sunday, but today we are going to fall in love with science. Mr. Science, Jason Lindsay, is joining us live on Skype for a little Valentine's Day science. Good morning, Jason. How are you?
Good morning. I am well. You know, you can fall in love with science, but whatever you do, Steve, don't marry it, okay?
Deal. You got yourself a deal. All right. Well, I mean, you're kind of married to all these experiments, though. So what do you got for us this morning?
3 of them, 2 of them you can do at home. One, I have a special love potion. Good thing you're there in Ohio and I'm in Kentucky, because if I were to spray this in the studio, you would fall in love with anybody. Your wife may not be happy with that, right?
Exactly. All right, what you starting off with?
Yeah. Okay, so I have a balloon here. This balloon is shaped like a heart. You can see it as I get a little bit closer. I'm going to skewer my heart. Okay, not my real heart, but this fake heart right here. And it's filled full of confetti, so we don't want it to pop or this confetti is going to go everywhere. I have a very sharp skewer. I'm going to play Cupid here. You know, while I'm getting ready to do this, are you prepared for Valentine's Day? Do you have your better half something spectacular, Steve?
Not yet. I need to figure that out. I know. I'm a last minute guy. Guilty as charged, unfortunately.
You have a couple days, right?
I do. I have a little time.
This balloon, it's made of small pieces. So it's all about matter, anything that takes up space and has mass. Those small pieces are holding hands tightly because they're in love. And hopefully they will hold hands tightly around my skewer. So I'm going to go at the bottom where it's darker. Now, this has been known to pop before. We'll see, but you will notice as I go through, you can see the skewer. I'm going to go through another dark spot at the top as I am skewering my heart. Kids, before doing science, have an adult around, wear the appropriate safety gear, do not eat or drink your science experiment. And I think I did it. I skewered my heart. Now I'm in love with science. Oh, wait a minute. I was already in love with science.
Exactly. That
Pretty
was
cool.
already the case. That is awesome. I'm always amazed when something like that happens and it doesn't pop. That's just, if I tried it, I would just like stab it and be everywhere.
I did take it out.
There we go.
And then I do pop it. Yeah.
I like that.
Can't go where it's shiny. Can't go where it's shiny because it'll pop almost instantly. Okay. My wife and I think we've been married for 20 years. I better get that right. More than that, actually. So you think she's going to like the fact that I give her these beautiful white flowers, or white flower?
Of course, right?
Or she might be like, hey, we've been married for more than 20 years. I expect something more, science guy. So what I'm going to say is, okay, I have a love potion. Let's turn it pink. And then I spray it on there. And as you can see, we just went from white to pink almost instantly.
That's amazing. And it's not paint in that little bottle?
No, it's not. No, it's a liquid. That secret ingredient, let's step back a few steps, if you will. I dip my flour, and this is not a real one, by the way, it's a fake one, into something called phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein is an indicator. It indicates if something's an acid or a base. If it's a base, it turns this pretty pink. If it's an acid, it stays white. So what's in the container? Now we can go forward to that. It is ammonia. So not only does it look beautiful, but it smells like we're cleaning, basically, with the ammonia.
Maybe not the effect you're going for on Valentine's Day, right?
No, not at all. Okay, we have time for one more?
We do indeed.
So at one time, there was some candy inside of my little container here. I replaced the candy with warm water, and then I added this curly thing on there just for looks to make it look pretty. It is Valentine's Day. So what I'm going to do is open this up and also add on the inside some effervescent tablets. That will create a chemical reaction that will build up a gas. I guess you don't want to be gassy on Valentine's Day, though, do you?
Probably not the best plan.
So add that in there, and my heart should launch through the air. So let's add them all in here together, and then it's going to start to fizz and bubble. So this is something kids can engineer. Now I'm going to step over here because my computer's over there, and I don't want it to explode all over it. Now this gas building up on the inside, we're going to get it to explode just like that. Wow.
That is awesome. I love it. I love it. Go ahead.
probably don't want to launch that towards your loved one's face, obviously. We don't want to end up in the emergency room on Valentine's Day. That's not a good way to show your love. But bottom line, there's 3 experiments that might make you fall in love if you're not falling in love with science just yet.
Well, how can you not fall in love with science after seeing those? Jason, thank you as always. Mr. Science joining us once again. We appreciate it.
Thanks. Take care. Keep safe.
You too. Thank you much. All right, let's take a look at the science of weather today that is making it cold once again, Emily.
Very cold again this morning as you head out the door. First, let's give you a look at the radar and satellite. Still a system pushing off over to the east coast and even into portions of Virginia, seeing some snow this morning. Also in northern portions of the Buckeye State, as you head more towards Ashtabula, they are seeing a few flurries this morning. Locally for us, we are still pretty dry and quiet as you head out the door. Can't rule out the chance to see maybe a very fine flurry this morning, but at the moment just starting off pretty overcast and cloudy. Those main roads looking good. Here's a live look outside of the Groove Roofing and Siding traffic camera in Niles. There still could be some snow, especially on secondary roads and some isolated slick spots, so you still want to use caution as you head off those main roads again today. When it comes to the wind speeds coming out of the east northeast at 13 miles per hour, the first half of the day is going to be a little bit on the breezier side. We can see wind gusts up to about 20 miles per hour. That will start to drop off as we move towards midday. Those wind gusts are going to be just enough to drop down our wind chill. I'll have a look at those in just a second. But first, our actual air temperature, very similar to 24 hours ago, waking up to 18 degrees in Salem, 21 in Austintown, Youngstown 21, over in Mercer 18 and 20 degrees in Newcastle. We're actually going to make it into the 30s today, the low 30s, but a little bit more comfortable than the rest of the week. And then overnight temperatures dropping off back down to a low in the teens. Now, like I mentioned at the top of the forecast, that breeze is going to be just enough to lower the wind chill into the single digits.